What do we have here? Challenger Bank, amazing company, really, really interesting business proposition. Oh, hey look, it's Monzo. We're going to create a new bank. What are we going to build it on? Kubernetes, of course. I think there's an argument to say, if you're not in a software business, why, or in the cloud business yourself, why on earth would you want to run your own Kubernetes instances on-prem? So one, I think we're going to see a lot more that is cloud managed of doing that. But the other is, look, every business is a technology business today. Every business has to do more technology. They have to do more infrastructure. If you're a bank, you live or die by your performance. You live and die by controlling the experience. If you're doing delivery services, you're Ocado, you are a technology company, right? And so, again, you're investing in Kubernetes. You've got Target in the US, the retailer. Kubernetes on-prem in the retail environment. Chick-fil-A, they're using it in every chicken store. And what's this here? Up ahead. Hey, look, it's HSBC. Okay, what if I want to go to the bank? Oh yeah, let's use some Kubernetes. So HSBC, right? They're basically a massive technology platform with customers that do banking services on that technology platform. Sure, are they really going to be able to do all of that on AWS Lambda? Probably not. They're a platform business. HSBC, they're going to be one of the first customers worldwide for GKE on-prem. So that's Google's container engine running on-premise, managed by Google. This is a secular shift. So yeah, here we are. It's Crossrail, right? Building a massive tunnel right the way under London, completely rebuilding a load of infrastructure. It's this massive, massive rebuild that's going on. And I kind of feel like that's happening in technology. The scale of the projects that we're currently facing is just so huge. And as ever, old meets new, old meets new. Sometimes it's a rebuild. A lot of the time it is. And I think that's what we're talking about. So look about the scale. You're doing something like Crossrail. Okay, we're going to completely change the transport dynamics of London. So you can get from Heathrow to Hackney in sort of 25 minutes or something. But look, you're the biggest asset manager on the planet. You want effective infrastructure, microservices-based application development. What are you going to do? If you're BlackRock, you're going to use Kubernetes. So yeah, they did a project, 100 days, stood up some apps. They're going to do a lot more. You got Deutsche Bank over there. You can rest assured they're using Kubernetes in their operations as well. Look at the size of that, absolute unit. So this is the Crossrail. I don't even know what that is, but it looks like one of those massive machines for moving around shipping containers. Seems kind of appropriate in a video about Kubernetes. And so what about if you're State Street? You're like $2.78 trillion under management. Something like 30 trillion under custody and administration. And what are you doing? You're rebuilding your core platform. So if you're my friend Kirk Wiley, you're hiring basically. They're going to be building a massive, massive new trading platform underpinned by Kubernetes. This is just going on everywhere we look. So I'm like, yeah, let's pop into Marks & Spencer for a minute. Oh, let me just check whether Marks & Spencer is doing Kubernetes. Tab partnered with Marks & Spencer to develop the mobile pay-go service. The team deployed around everything in Azure and M&S's Kubernetes cluster. So let's go to M&S. Like literally everywhere I look. McDonald's is over there. Pretty sure they're running Kubernetes. If they're not now, they will be by next year. So it's like 2018, just a madness for this crossover point, but it really isn't mainstream yet. 2019, 2020, massive rebuilds, so much opportunity there, so much challenge, total lack of skills. People with Kubernetes skills are going to be at a massive premium. It's going to have to be made easier. There's a lot of work that needs to be done around developer experience. But at the end of the day, yeah, hey, go to M&S. Bloody hell, did you see how fast it took the payment? That's Kubernetes. Oh, I'm feeling a bit uninformed. I think what we need is some, I think I need a newspaper. Oh, what's this? What's this? The pink paper. The Financial Times. So Sarah Jane Wells gave the best presentation at KubeCon earlier in 2018. Amazing. FT using Kubernetes in production. Oh look, another Times, another venerable institution. Check it out. The Times. Talk to Rudy D'Souza about Kubernetes. They're using it. Get a passport. The Home Office is using it. Everyone is using Kubernetes.
Kubernetes, what do Kubernetes do?
It's basically about portability. So you don't get locked in when you run something on Kubernetes. You can run it on any cloud.
Anywhere you like,
anywhere you like.
Want, and then build your platform from there.
See, I hope you've got this, everyone. I've talked about this skills issue, and they really are at a massive premium. So we're going to have retraining. We're going to have, just as we've started getting developers to do their own unit testing, to do pair programming, to get agile. Leading organization for doing that is obviously my friends at Pivotal Labs. We're beginning to, they're looking at, Pivotal for ops. And we're going to need both, because we're just going to need a lot more people. We're going to need a lot more training. I mean, we're both going to need new people to be trained with Kubernetes skills. They just are not good enough to go around. And, if you are one of these banks or retailers or telcos or whatever kind of enterprise organization you are, you're not going to be able to just go out and hire all the people you need to run this. Again, there are some that would say, oh, okay, well then everyone's going to do functions as a service in the cloud or something else. I think basically we're going to just need to invest heavily in training in order that organizations can take advantage of it. And they should work with people like, I don't know, Weaveworks, where they can find out from Brian, how to use Kubernetes in production. So overall, 2018, what's been really interesting to me is I felt like 2017, it was still a vendor fest. When you went to KubeCon or whatever, it still really felt like elite developers and, large vendors come on in and startups that were funded to address the opportunity. Now, every single enterprise that we talk to is all about that we are going to do Kubernetes.